Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Green Lamb, and today's new set of Back to Me, What's Rachel Reading? Before I get into what I'm reading, I'm also going to show you guys what I read the past week when I was technically away. I might have read some more books in that time. I believe I showed you the last book I read, and then I had the 3 books that I read after that. It's kind of confusing. But last week I didn't post a video because I had to get quite a few things done, and I just felt tired by the end of the day, and then last week my birthday was on the Tuesday, so I had a few things to get done before that, just because I was taking a few days off from working on my master's, so I need to finish up quite a few things, and I had quite a few plans that week, so I just didn't feel in the mind space to film this type of video. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm reading, and then I have the books that I've read in the past week or so. So the first book I'm reading is Silver Tears by Camilla Lackberg, which is the second book in the Gilded Cage series. If you recall, if you've been watching my videos for at least over a year keeping up, I love the Gilded Cage. Actually, that was my last book I think I did an actual review on. I've been taking a little break. I'm still in the break stage, not sure when I'm coming back to film actual sit-down videos, but I'm still going to be doing these videos, so no worries. This book has been it started off slow. I'm not disinterested, but it is starting off slow. I'm currently on page... Goodness, my bookmark does not stand out here. On page 73, and I'm really... I love being in this world again because it's so creepy and mysterious, and, it's very interesting, and I want to know more, but it is going slow. So I think once I read tomorrow, it's going to definitely pick up. I don't remember if the first book was slow. I feel like it did take a while to pick up, but I really like this author's books. If you recall, also, I read her whole, I can't say the name of the place. It starts with an F. It's a Swedish town. But there's 10 books in that series, and I read all of them last year / the 10th one the beginning of this year, and really enjoyed it. So I was really excited for a new book of hers. I didn't know this was even out. It came out I think July 6th or 7th, and I knew it came out in Sweden last year, but obviously I can't read that language, so I had to wait till it came out in English, and I didn't know it was even out. So I was very surprised. I did my birthday book shopping, which I always do the day after my birthday. It's one of my favorite things just to do, pick up some new reads right after my birthday. And I make a little bit of a morning out of it, or a day. I've been just doing it online the past 2 years because it's just easier. But I saw this book and I was like, oh my god, jumped in the cart immediately. There was no questions whether that was going to get purged. Sometimes you're looking at a website and you put some stuff in your cart and then you have to go back and purge it. That was one of the books I knew was not going to be leaving my sites or my cart. Anyway, so then the book I read after, so I read first the second book in the Padme Star Wars series by E.K. Johnston. And I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for the third one to come out. I was really happy I read 2 Star Wars books this month because I don't remember if I read one in June, and I'm trying to read one of the canon books a month because I have a lot to catch up on, if not more. Then I read Little Pretty Things by Lori Ratterday, I'm not sure the correct pronunciation. And this book's been on my shelf for 5 years. It's one of those books I ordered just on a whim. I didn't know anything about the author, hadn't heard of the book before. And I decided to pick it up because I was like, you know what, I need to start picking up some of my older books on my shelf too. I did quite a bit of rereading this month at the beginning of all the Ellen Hildebrand books. So I wanted to read something I hadn't touched before that has been sitting significantly long time. And I really, really enjoyed this book. It's basically about this girl who works at a motel, and one of her childhood friends that she hasn't talked to since they graduated high school comes into the motel looking for her, and they talk, and then mysteriously stuff happens to her, and it just goes from there. And it's pretty intense, but also you can it's not a thriller with they're throwing giant, I feel like there's a lot of twists. I don't know how to feel. I feel like it was a good paced one where it wasn't I wanted to keep reading to find out what was happening, and it wasn't too scary. It's very hard to put into words, but I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm happy I finally got to it, and I really want to read more of this author's work. I want to read this book, The Black Hour. I read the description on Goodreads, so I want to eventually read more of her works. And then the book I finished yesterday was Stories to Tell by Richard Marx. This is one I actually received for my birthday. I was really excited to read this. I am a fan of his music. I'm still going through all his discography. Gosh, that word's so hard to say. But I listened to him on a podcast, Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, Inside of You. great podcast. Shout it out there, because if you're a podcast listener and you want a podcast that has good interviews and also discusses mental health taboo topics that typically aren't discussed, good podcast. But he was on it, and then I looked up his music, and the album I spent the most time with is honestly his newest album, Limitless, that came out in 2020. But I've been going back to his older music, and I've just been enjoying everything I've been listening to, and I've been trying to take my time in exploring his music. But I found this biography really gave a good insight into a lot of the songs and when they were written and what was going on in his life and how involved he was and is in the music industry. So I found it interesting. And yeah, those were the books, the 2 books I read and the 1 book I'm currently reading. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm not going to be posting a video next Sunday because I'm actually going away Sunday morning. So I'm going to be in a place where I have little to no, like I have service, but no Wi-Fi. And I'm going to be away just for a few days up till that Thursday. So I'll be back the following Sunday, but not next Sunday because I won't have time to really film anything in the morning, and I probably won't feel up to it when I'm just rushing around and doing everything. But I want to thank you guys. I almost said I want to wish you guys a happy birthday. I'm like, gee, I really need to get ready for bed. Clearly, my brain's just like, let's shut down together. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.